Hi everyone, this is your free clearing, releasing themes, patterns, or energies of guilt and self-limitation. So go ahead and start with a little prayer of intention. So just going to have you relax your body for a moment, close your eyes, take a nice deep breath and release it whenever you're ready. So I would like to call upon and invoke or bring forth the very highest vibration of source energy, which is love, to step into this clearing. I'd like to ask that all of the beings who are working with us come forward with ease, that any negative or limiting themes, challenges, choices, or programs that need to be clear easily and effortlessly. And I'd like to ask that I remain neutral and clear on behalf of anyone listening. So I'm going to ask to please connect my high self, all the beings who are working with me, to the high self and beings working with anyone who's listening. My high self, listener's high self, or both just mine. So is there a block for those who are listening to receive and benefit from healing work? Yes. What's the block to benefit from healing work? Appeasement of others, anxiety, energies of suffering and self-sacrifice. So the energies of suffering and self-sacrifice are the form of appeasement. If I sacrifice myself for you, if I put your needs before mine, it's going to prove how much I love and care about you. Sort of a backwards way of receiving love, believing that you need to prove love through self-sacrifice or suffering. So is this enough information to clear and release this pattern? Let's release it. Let's release it through all the cells of the body, all levels of being, all areas of life. And now am I working with myself, high self of listeners, or both? So how long will it take to apply the prep to work list to me, my high self, listeners, their high selves? Let's apply the prep to work list now. Just a whole laundry list of things that automatically get cleared and resolved for your being and all of the beings who are working with you. And to what degree is that complete? And so now I'm going to use my pendulum over a chart that has levels of consciousness. I'm going to check. It's the lowest level of consciousness for anybody on my high self committee, all of the beings who are working with me. And where is my soul's consciousness or level of awareness? And what is the lowest level of consciousness for anyone listening? And their high self committees, their spirit guides, the beings who are working with them. So everybody's way up there, so that's perfect. Put a bubble of love and light around anyone listening. Let's clear and remove any openings, holes, rips, tears, discarnate, separates, entities, or attachments. Clear and release any vortex or portal energies. What's going on in terms of discordant energies? We're going to release negativity. We want to clear any habits of negativity for the conscious mind. So often in my work, I clear soul programs and subconscious programs because that's really where we're manifesting from. However, conscious mind programs, conscious mind energies, like habits or patterns of negativity, habits or patterns of complaining, these things are also very destructive. So it's important that we're aware of our conscious mind beliefs, the things that we say, what we say is true. So to what degree has that been resolved? Any other conscious mind programs? Does everybody agree? What's the accuracy, the completion, the integration? Where's my ego of anyone listening? What am I downloading? Please download sanity, consideration towards self, optimism, loyalty towards self, and the positive soul quality of self-expression. Where else am I going? Let's clear programs of fear of change. Sometimes there's a fear of change, even if the change is about releasing an old pattern. We get comfortable in old patterns, and even old patterns that we would consider destructive, we can still feel comfortable in something that's destructive. We know it, we get it, we understand it. Our cells are used to that. So let's look at the cellular level of anyone listening. Let's look at these energies of guilt. So we have themes, habits, or patterns of guilt held in the cellular level. What's the best way for us to release it? We're going to look at the roots of guilt. Guilt is really one of the most destructive energies. It always creates a belief that something negative, bad, limiting should happen to us. It locks us up. It blocks us from being honest with ourselves, blocks us from really going inward, creates a lot of resistance and denial. So let's look at it. There's an imprint of guilt established in a past life. This is a group. Is there harm to the group? A mental harm. They harm themselves by holding energies of guilt. Is this enough to clear it? Let's clear the lifetimes, the programs, and the energies associated. Remove the discord. Clear the program of low self-esteem that was created from the experience. What else are we doing? There is an imprint of health abuse established in a past life. The health abuse program was established because of guilt, a belief that there needed to be suffering in the physical body, especially in order to balance out karma. Now, it's one thing to have a karmic unfolding in order to learn and grow, but we're talking about holding health abuse and guilt for hundreds or thousands of incarnations. It's not necessary. It's just repeating something that no longer needs to occur. Holding oneself in this energy of self-limitation, especially around health. So can we clear the lifetimes, the programs, and the energies associated? Let's release it now. Where is there a program or a belief that the listeners need to experience health abuse or poor health or illness? Talking about hundreds of levels or reasons or energies of what? Guilt. Energies of suffering experienced through the physical body because of guilt, intolerance towards self, and unworthiness. Can we clear and release these patterns? Let's release it. These are beliefs or perceptions on a subconscious level that you need to experience health abuse or illness in order to suffer or struggle. Some of this comes through the genetic lineage. Part of this comes from believing that the ancestors or members of the family may have done things that were wrong. There's an energy of judgment held on the ancestral lineage, and there's an energy of health abuse and guilt handed down through the genetic lineage. Creates a disappointment in oneself, shame or humiliation about family connections, and an energy of frustration held on the physical body. Programs or energies of overwhelm emotionally, frustration or hatred held on the physical body, shame and denial held on the physical body. Is this enough information to clear and release these habits, patterns, or energetic addictions? Let's release it now. What we want to do is replace this with love, forgiveness, and understanding. So let's download optimism, love of self, love of men, love of life, love of women, love of good, the energy of self-forgiveness, self-esteem, trust, and passion. What else needs to be downloaded? Let's download sanity, love of self, and manifesting. So what's the program or energy blocking sanity? Clarity of thought, understanding. There's an imprint of self-doubt and guilt established in a past experience. This is where listeners are part of a group. Is there harm, a mental harm to the group? Who harmed the group? Religious or authority figure? What's the program or the energy that was established from going through this experience? Rejection of self, believing that you're less than. These are class beliefs, caste beliefs, that you're not as worthy, not as important. have little value compared to others, energies of insecurity, overwhelm, unworthiness, and energies of rejection. These are creating separation, suffering, self-limitation, energies of feeling subservient. Anything else that we need to look at relative to this habit or pattern? The subservience really got taken far. This really gets activated with comparison programs. So especially when you look at others or what others are projecting on social media, and it makes you feel this subservient, unworthy energy, like everyone else is thriving and somehow you're falling behind. It's a program of guilt, suffering, and an energy of negativity. Is this enough to clear it? Let's clear the lifetimes, the programs, and the energies associated with this. We're going to flip back to body programs, energetic patterns that are being expressed through physical body. So again, we're looking at health abuse, sabotaging one's health, being destructive toward self through the physical body, illness, habits, patterns, or addictions of harming oneself through the physical body. Let's release it. Low self-esteem and frustration. What else needs to be cleared or downloaded relative to guilt or self-limitation? Are we complete with this block of clearing? Yeah. So let me flip over. Let's clear and heal the etheric body, infinite levels before thought and self-punishment. If anyone has had any type of surgery or there's been a disruption, even an accident where there was harm to the physical body and there's a rip or tear through the etheric body, let's clear it and heal it now. If any organs or glands have been removed, let's energetically replace them, create healing and balancing within the physical body. Let's ask for spirit to clear, heal, balance your hormones. And let's ask for spirit to balance brain chemistry in the highest and best way for you. Let's go over here. Clear any remaining class beliefs, age beliefs, gender beliefs, or race beliefs, creating guilt, self-limitation. Clear all remaining polarity beliefs and a belief of beliefs that are causing guilt and self-limitation. What else needs to be done here before we wrap up or complete for today? Go over here. Let's apply energies of vegetables, water. You need some hydration. Let's release any negative effects of coffee or soda or sugar. I'm hearing negative effects of chocolate. Let's clear blocks to positive emotions, spiritual support and meditation, intimate relationships and sex, life meaning. These are all aspects of health and well-being. Clear blocks to constructive thoughts. Let's download magnesium in whatever quantity is perfect for each person listening. Vitamin D, iron. Let's clear any blocks to structure and support. To what degree has that been completed? Is there anything more to do? There's one more thing I'm hearing to do. Some of you believe you have a block to willpower, but actually, and so we're talking about willpower in terms of your health and wellness, nutrition, exercise, and actually, there isn't a block to willpower. There are programs or energies of health abuse and sabotage and self-destruction and self-limitation, and that's what was overriding your conscious mind wants, conscious mind decisions to stick to a health plan. So anything else that we need to clear or download, to what degree has that now been released? Is there anything more to do? Anything that we can download to help support everyone with their health and fitness goals? Yeah, let's download self-preservation, enthusiasm, peace, perseverance, determination, and responsibility. Is there anything left to clear or download? Is there anything more to do? So let's go ahead and apply the mop-up list, a whole list of things that, again, automatically get cleared, making sure that we're complete, that we're doing a thorough job. I want to release any remaining body programs. I want to thank everyone who's working with us, bringing forth light, eradicating darkness, limitation, and fear, and so it is. Thank you so much for listening to this clearing. I hope that you feel lighter, that you feel clearer, and that you feel a boost relative to your health and wellness goals. Take great care of yourself. Have a beautiful week, and remember to choose love.